Welcome to the Real Board Loft. I'm Trip Forman, and today we want to talk about the Roger Hinds Tamago in Surftech Fusion HD construction. So Roger Hinds has been building mid-lengths since forever. He's like, mid-length? I've been doing those forever. The Tamago is his most popular mid-length, and Tamago is Japanese for egg. And this is, you can kind of, what they would call like an egg or a double ender. Like just very symmetrical end to end, and also a very fast shape. If you look at a lot of the eggs that are in the mid-length market, those are typically the fastest down the line boards are the eggs. And Roger's Tamago definitely fits into that category well. Super fast down the line, really maneuverable, really easy to control. And I think where this board stands out, like in the mid-length market, is the control that it has on rail because of how foiled out Roger makes the rails on his boards. And then also being lighter weight and construction. With the Fusion HD construction, the boards end up being lighter, and also on the deck, they end up being more durable because the Fusion HD construction was engineered for durability focused on the deck holding together over time. And also on the flex of the board, staying as the design flex for a longer period rather than just going flat like a wet noodle. Easiest way to describe the flex is if you had a set of skis or a snowboard that just went flat, like it no longer had like the bend in the board and was just laying like flat on the carpet or flat on the snow. Like you don't want your surfboard to do that either. You want it to retain its flex, and that's one of the places where the Fusion HD holds up over the long haul as well, better than a PU poly, is by maintaining the flex and again, the deck durability. There's absolutely no way that you could make a mid-length at this weight and have the deck hold up if you're doing standard PU poly. So the weight-wise, they're a little bit lighter than PU poly, not so light that they're flyaway. Like we actually rode this board in a lot of wind. And for those that want to know, like this is the one that I was riding the majority of the time. I rode, this is the 7.4, which is 7.4, 21 3/4, the thinnest rail 3 ever made. So it's 3 in the center, but really, really thin and foiled out on the rails. And it is 51.7 liters. I also rode the 7.0. Quite a bit, and there is a 610 available as well. Performance-wise, they work in a really wide range of waves. I mean, this could be either your only surfboard, it could be your smaller wave board, it could be your bigger wave board, depending on like kind of where your surf style is and what the rest of your quiver looks like. Longboarders would use this when the waves were better. Shortboarders would use it, as their mid-length to like kind of like have more fun in junky surf. And if you like riding a mid-length, you could actually ride this thing in almost anything. Much like the Dreamfish and much like the Nomad, like the Rogers boards have a ton of range, and you could build a quiver out of them, or you could just use one and really harness the range out of one. And this one definitely falls into that. Like I found myself using this thing a lot in almost anything, and a lot of times the only board that I had in my car, like when I was testing it, and it worked in a variety of conditions and got me some great waves. I really, really liked it. Fin setup on this board, it's Roger really likes the 2+1. And so this is set up with a little bit bigger center fin and then smaller side bites. Roger also says it works well with like bigger side bites and a little bit shorter. So like a little bit closer sized fin setup. Like this is a 7.5 with like 3.5 or 3.7 sides. Like you can go up to 4s and then knock this down to like 6.5 in the center. And that's also going to work really well and give you a little bit more of a shortboard style turn off the tail. So this is the Tamago from Roger Hinds in Surftech Fusion HD. Absolutely love this board. Actually, I had to wrestle it out of Cody Hammer's hands. He's our photographer here at Reel. And he had this thing on lock for a while. Like I was riding it and Ryan Leopold was riding it, and then somehow Cody got it. I think Cody got it from Ryan, and Cody would not give it back. He was definitely traumatized when I had to take it back from him for the finish of the review. So sorry, Cody, we're gonna get this thing back to you. But it's the Tamago from Roger Hinds in Surftech Fusion HD construction. If you have any questions on the Tamago, or you'd like to place an order for one, you can always give us a call at the shop, 252-987-6000, or look us up online, realwatersports.com/surfing. Thanks for tuning in.